Hi, how's it? In the name of Christ, how you doing? It's your girl Karabo. I hope you're good. I hope you're peachy. I hope you're stellar, and I hope you're in an eagle bunch. If you're not, well, whatever. Whoopsie. Welcome to the party. Is that just not the story of our lives? This here is an interlude, and I am tired. But we are here anyway to share. People are exhausting, y'all. Like, you know, spiritual war, like, you know, whatever. So I've been getting dreams. Y'all know that's a thing. The topic for today, it is Sunday the 10th of November 2024, and the topic that I am hooking up reads: Dibototse forceful cause la lawyer #ew. Dibototse forceful with like a little Mother Nature Earth thing, blowing wind and then a lightning strike because you think you're a force of nature. Cause la lawyer, and then vomit vibes, and then just ew. Okay? Listen, I've been getting the door like quite a lot. I didn't record yesterday, but look at me be here today. Yo, as in, Huslanya. Halihlanya shem. Mani hlanya niyahlanya. But do what you want to do ngokuhlanya kwenu. Anginandaba nani. Very soon it's all gonna be over for you. Ne ke batla metsi. Anyway, so this is an interlude. Alright. So because it's an interlude, there's not going to be edits or anything. So whatever you saw over there is just what you're going to have to deal with. Taking in your stride, really. But after all, like I said, I can adaba. Got anything and anyone at this point. You're just gross. Yo. Yeah. Okay, so where do we commence with the topic of discussion? Guy, I don't know, but like, does anybody care anymore? Answer me that. Bochachi, whatever. Yo, like, my edges are not giving, but at this particular juncture I cannot daba. Got anything. I don't even know hore comfort. Will that give? Okay. Let me grab the pillow and just put it here. This side is better. Yeah. Anyway. Or do you like this side? Angnanda. Okay, listen. Or not. Like, I don't even know how to commence this conversation, this topic. I just don't know. I guess y'all. Mara arigene ngamoyona sibangene like a dance. Alright, whatever you. Yo, Joe. As in, you deserve ugyotlapiwa by the tribulation. It's coming. But you also deserve to go in the ground, because some of y'all are about to experience that. So, after I said, so you can understand after I made mention in my other video that my advanced features have been restored, but except for my animated channel, by Libits, lo and behold, the next day, so you can see Uguti that are repenting. When I went to upload on my animated channel, my advanced features were restored there too. And you think ukuthi mina the day's gonna come and I'm eventually gonna settle. Le batla hong jaga, mamela. Dibo totse forceful cause la lawyer busy ganna. For as long as there's any kind of semblance of sorrow in my life, you're gonna be all up in my grisite and zele foster. Mara hunyonsa, hutlatsa, hashtag I'm gonna keep doing that. Hashtag you're gonna keep nyonsaring and hashtag I'm gonna keep hlatsaring. Until we're done. I don't know. My stomach contents already and for you to pick such a bone with them, ascertaining kankane hori they keep on coming back up again. I guess so. Banna ba le basadi ba sadane. Yo. Men and women of the occult. What did my gastric acids ever do to you? What did the bile in my stomach do to you? What did my partially digested food do to you? Cause you be out here thoroughly, consistently attempting to just pick a bone with it and ascertain it does not stay in my stomach so we can finish the digestion process. I cannot But I mean, like, you are people from long ago for good reason. You are guacomorajo and will never ever find yourselves peeping like a peeping Tom into my room while I'm taking a shower because you're a pervert ever again. Like, you are never gonna get anything out of this. No matter how many spells you can cast to basically threaten me, hore ke tlo ba sier mamelang. Look at me be here. Okay. I got a dream of a cornucopia of women from my past, combination of former friends, former colleagues. Mentioning you is frankly the stuff of pukification. That would be vomit. Pukification. But whatever. We speak about you. Doing an exact same spell, like but like not in a seance, as in your individual unique capacity, so you can understand you are being charged by one devil to do the same thing even though you're doing it separately. You all cast a spell on me. To basically, guys, I did a video of this nature the other day, so I'm not gonna labor. I made mention of some chick by the name of Tsegofatso. Her name is not really Tsegofatso, but that was the analogical name that I was using to explain some stupid woman that used to work at MTN. I used to work there. When I was there, she was there too. And this chick just wanted me to be her absolute doting fan. She wanted me to be her fan. And I would get dreams where I was tripping it up as friendship. Basically status of her being Beyonce and me being just an absolutely frenetic fan. Oh my goodness. I spoke about how it all grosses me out. Like I said, I don't know what bone you got to pick with my stomach contents because but then again, you always be out here trying to make a person vomit extra. Like, what did the hydrochloric acid in my stomach do to you? What? It doesn't want to come out. Yeah. Lipi's in the lawyer the same thing, and the sad thing is you keep on using cloaking spells to even highlight who exactly. Because I mean, just a bunch of friends from my high school. Hey, yo, it's a lawyer, ne? Others are colleagues, former colleagues. They all in one concerted sitting did a spell just like that feverish, freaky Tsegofatso, who cast the spell just to make me be like, I want to lick your skin because you're so precious, you're like ice cream all over. Except this time around, these people were threatening me in my dream, saying that you are never ever going to return to your guys, go die. Lankut. But that's just the beautiful thing here. When I say such things as these, it's a bit of a thunderous earthquake. Because you actually are gonna die. So bye. Okay? Yeah. I was out here kissing the behind of a bunch of filthy witch women. Yeah. apparently, allegedly, as the only opportunity that I have here, because you keep on inventing new ways to sin, right? To be restored to a job in corporate South Africa. Yo, God have mercy. Listen, Basadi, let's have a conversation, women. You who are trying to basically pretend like you didn't do this thing. Let's nostalgia. I'm sorry that you went and ruined all the good memories that you had on the come up, such that now that you're super nostalgic, you're trying to force a person to adhere to your narrative. It's written in God's word in Romans 1 that wicked folk out here always inventing brand spanking new ways to sin. So are you feeling some kind of way strange sorry for me, and also sorry for yourselves that you threw me at the mercy of a filthy man? Oh wow, look at that, taking 10 years to ultimately mature. Alrighty, Mamela. Now you are out here literally concocting spells in your feverish, ugly disposition, because like I said, lidiboto and netletsegangane. Ew. Lanyonsa. What in the heaven did my undigested food ever do to you? Seeing as you're trying to pull it out. Mamela. Alright. You are now trying to look better than you actually truly are. After all, Lady Rabishi, Sardian Church, you've got a reputation for being alive even though you're dead. You went and did spells, Basadi, a whole bunch of you. I don't even have the energy. You're going to keep her one by one. Because in one sitting, you did the same spell for my friends from varsity and high school, colleagues, a whole bunch of them. Yeah, wait again. Ew. Like I said, what did gastric acids in my stomach ever do to you? Seeing as Nanele Kogo trying to bring them out. Anyway, listen up, the cherry that can't leave me alone. I've dusted my feet off, I've walked away, wreaking all this level of incredible spiritual war that I'm at. And like I said, le 5-2, you are salivating after RIP, you are salivating after a mortuary. It's like you're trying to lick a crematorium. You are out here craving legacy. You are trying to die. And guess what? Because repeat offenses that you've got abantwana, that you've got abomieni. I don't care what you're leaving behind, because at the end of the day, when you're gonna be this kind of disaster in the streets, Momo Charateng, little Lankara le Bogatia 1997 etelela, like di heleng e mahodimong pele lokopana limudimu, and then only for him to tell you, no, where you belong is down there in Hades, because it is appointed unto man to die once and thereafter is the judgment. So go meet your maker, Lankudra, because at this rate that's inevitably what's going to give. You are disgusting, lebodile. Top of that, you are picking a fight with my gastric acids, and I don't know what that's about, because mamel. First and foremost, prostitution. First and foremost, you throw me into prostitution, right? You say Karabo olokhosha. You are going to be reduced to nothing. Mara, you see, that resisting of mine was not just mere resistance. I was resisting right next to Mamela. Uploading content, making it clear Basadi are trying to do that to me. Yeah, well, now that you're feeling really filthy, and I've done a really great job at essentially creating a case for myself, a very strong business case for myself, to show hore go bodile jwang mo South Africa, hore batho ba mo bophelong ba ka ba gale, hore ba bodile jwang. Yeah, now that I have essentially proven that li di rubbish, ebana, you are trying to restore your reputations. We are cooking LP gas, because you are your gaslighting a sister trying to act like you didn't do it. How many times can I say this? Di chirinyana tsa go tsuba matekwane bang foster le kenya mamenwana mo hara molomo ka gore ke tlhatse. How many times do I have to tell you? Uguti over my dead body indeed ngampaneka shwa ke chilo ka ngampaneka tlhokafala. Before mina ngizobloma opposite Go restauranting, go magen bine, re busy picking away at blueberries and a blueberry muffin. Okay, yeah. Pela motho. On ravasitseng ka ditlhare aba deny until I agree to go to lunch with them. Yeah, until I agreed to basically be like, nah, girl, I was seeing things. I don't know what had overcome me. Not really sure what overwhelmed me, Mara. I guess I had a season of uksangana. I mean, myself as Karabo since I get the Hlongwane as temporarily insane. That I went crazy for 10 years calling you what you are, Morolong. Yeah, but I mean, because attrition, pressure, just a whole bunch of junk that I went through would then make me what would be the tenement of a sycophant, hey? A kiss barik, a suck up, yeah. Because anything to get out of this, anything to be set free. So in order for me to be set free, ke tlo lebala taba hore modimo mphile neo. Ke tlo lebala taba hore modimo mphile mpho. Usomandla unginikeze isipho ukuba mina ukuthi mina ngizobona yonke le nonsense. Busy ngayo la emgaqweni. God unginikeze isipho ukuthi ngibone wonke lamaraho eno that sprawled estradini ngagqokanga amapenti, that wonke umuntu would then out here stink up the stench of umsuzo wenu when you are hopping up and down in the street and be identified as umsuzo kapalesa or umsuzo kakinelwe or umsuzo karinelwe, whoever it might be. Modimo umphile nayo ya go lo boya beya badge, identify literally with like a little bit of a post-it note and a pin. Moleboteng hore motho entseng twena ke palesa. That's what's good. Le batla hore nna ke lo lebala hore ke bone bojotlhe ba stwetla sa lona kaofela ke itebale ke lebale hore you freaking devastated me with post-traumatic stress over a decade of suffering. Lankutlo. I must just forget about that. Hore you did that to me. Yeah. Because I'm tired of suffering. Because I've just been through so much crap that I'm now going to sit opposite. Go restauranting, picking at chocolate chips inside a mug and bean muffin. And take a smile. Ke release twenya English. Ke bua le tsotsi e nkutsweditseng 10 years of my life. Because she, this is a problem ya di cherry kopa re bueng. It's women that are doing this. Langtella. Get to opposite some little spiritual mogwanti. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because apparently, allegedly, this is the only way. It's a lesser evil. That's what you call it, Anisho. You've got tricks up your sleeve. It's written in God's word in Romans 1 that you keep on inventing new ways to sin. Yeah. More so even than you. Bankoza or rekibatlo tlatsa from here to 20 years from now. Akiba batlile mo ba khatileng teng ba nyontsha ba ke ba tshiriane ka batletsa ka korobela ba batla everything ba batlang kankane. All they can think about is uqantsa abanye babo bana ma STD from here to 2079 mara still ba batla nyala di cherry right tsa bazalwane ba nyontsha. And indeed akere kaofela as basadi, when you're dealing with amadoda anjalo, we all come in concert to agree ukuthi lezi nja lezi ke di rubbish. So you at least agree with me on that one thing, or dintshatse ke di rubbish. So because you have seen how bad it gets ngala madoda when they have twalad and twasat, when these men have determined ukuyothola enye into ebayifuna la emgaqweni ngemithi, and how they can use that against abafazi, you now are trying to be a feminist all up in my grill to help my cause, because you imagine ukuthi dintshatse tse tshiriane se tletseng ka korobela tse ratang go spike di drink tsa di cherry, and then claim ukuthi they were there to rescue the day after destroying a woman's entire life and then rocking up to rescue the day in Hegelian dialectic. You are trying to say, ne? After I endure that level of rubbish, and you indeed agree as women that get rubbish, because why wouldn't you live aside? You wouldn't want that kind of crazy, freaking tormentive rubbish to be all up on your daughter's hair, all up on your own hair, your own sister's hair. If you're somewhat normal, which you largely aren't, but for the sake of this analogy, we shall maintain it. If you're somewhat normal, you would not want that coming to the backyard of the females in your family, right? And we all need to be protected from whatever rubbish are. You have come to at least that place of mutual agreement. mara anizingeni indaba zokurepenta and acknowledging ukuthi grandshap lezinja lezi hlanga zisangana the way zisangana ngakhona precisely because nibasanganisile. You made them freaking crazy. You made these idiot men crazy. You made these loathsome psychopaths that take whatever they want crazy. Because you sat back and you literally fed them on a silver platter. Some of the baddest chicks in South Africa. You went and said, Karabo's up for the grapes. Pinky's up for the taking. Ngamthathu lerato, 5 for the price of 1. We ripped her out of her career. And now she's going to make for a nice little beautiful housewife. Maybe even third wife. And uzokuyenza abantwana, top of that muhle. So disappoint your daughters are going to be pretty because of her. Lebafile, lifisa nekarona. You did that. You did that. You did. Lifisa nekarona ko banning batsirianing. Banna that have destroyed South Africa, that have spread more HIV in these streets than frankly anybody ought to be comfortable to take in their stride. Nifisa ningati. Nibanikeze perfectly viable women nasilahlela Hlongwane sa Cinderella, where it is that kwamele manje siyo rescue ngamadoda tshwantse rona re lontshiwa mo situationing elona rebeleng basically nina nisijezisa ngamadoda, you punish us ngamadoda, you tell yourself ukuthi nomona over your girl and so you're gonna punish her ka rubbish. Yo dog Kishilo kare hauna solution mo lefatsheng other than Modimo ake. So when Karabo gives her life to Modimo, she gets protected from mugyo jeziswa izinja nje that women feel ingati mina I deserve that rod on my back. Oh God is like no mina ngizokuthatha, take your ashes and make them into beauty. I will put you in the shelter of the Most High and in the abundance of my protective peace. I'll have your back until the indignation has passed. Zonke lezinje zitsiriane la emgaqweni that insist on taking you 10 for the price of 1. Haditlo go tshwara, haditlo go tenta kere leka fingerprint ya pink. Ain't nobody gonna touch you. Not a single hair on your head is gonna perish. God then preserves me for 10 years. Decade. It took that long. Kuparabaleng to 10 like we are children in kindergarten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got to 10. You got to 10 years of enduring women through that level of attrition. Until the men in the country became so putrid, until they became such rottenness, the stuff of maggots, until they became dead bodies like carry-ons out here getting eaten by scavengers on the side of the street, until they became so worthless that now you are telling yourselves literally too little too late. I'm gonna rock up at the party, literally setse go tlokwalwa di gate tsa tlapo ke tlo jive nna mangisa ke tse squat ke booty hope on the dance floor setse ba kwala menyako ya tlapo and claim to be all about the woman business. Ke ketse Beyonce and be like, who run the world, girls? Lezinja lazy nonsense ke rubbish le batla o fitla after enduring a woman through 10 years of sorrow and then claim ukuthi yo lezinja lazy ya re tla ba etsang mara Karabo at least o thotse msebetsi hape. You were good again, girl. You were recovered, you were restored, my sister girl. Yeah, fellow girl, fellow wife, fellow woman. Hey, shut up. Ka aluta continue. Yeah, batla fitla konna le my fellow girl. Hey, ke mo rona re tlo go beya kobo tshale. Here it is that at the car accident scene, we are going to be out here, putting you on a stretcher and starting to do some kind of triage on you, bandage your wounds, put some methylated spirit in your gashing wounds, hydrogen peroxide in order to clean out your wounds. Re tlo go thusa, Karabo. Because we better go thuswa ke rona than ntja e tsherianeng ya tsubing ke ikentseng knight in shining armor. Lama daughter that set women up for failure for them to become abo Cinderella ngenkani like lenja le izothatha family yakho yonke ibhidlise thatha abangani bakho isowe iDiscord making sure ukuthi o high and dry lonely akunamuntu ozokuthandayo bese ayofika lo sizwe with an erect manhood and say, I got you, baby. This is the definition of chivalry in these streets. Yeah, I'm gonna take you, get lo dust off, get lo bonse, or lerato ke eng, cause the cherry tsa ko eno grandshap ke di rubbish. Bana le mona of wena cause mopila untswebo. Bana le mona of wena cause uthalifile, but I got you, baby. I know something beautiful when I see one. Other people's trash is my treasure. Ngiyangibona ukuthi wonderful, so I'll take you. Muntu wakhona uye ubhihlisa ijarta yakho yonke so that you can be high and dry at the mercy of wicked women. That's what's good. But then when Karabo sees this little rubbish for what he is, because he made a Cinderella life out of me, nyam ignore bese spend 10 years communicating about this rubbish Hegelian dialectic of my daughter. And then women after 10 years yonke are like, yo, Hayi kushubela kushukuthi except Lenja Lena would never have prospered to even so much as have any hope and iota of it kanna if you women did not put me in a position to be at his mercy. And kwazanga ukuyexercise self-control. Niyathatheka nina niyathakatheka nje galula ngemithi ngempela bakholoya wena waloyega bakholoya as mme ebotlo gapa ngwana hao bakholoya wena as best friend obotlo gapa mngani mpinch bakholoya wena as a female nje just as a woman bese uyogapa umfazi ukuthi ayo rape ngamadoda i10 ke maswabi. Haona motho ka lahlegelwang ke self-control because of declare to a point of ignoring indaba yokuthi empathy inside a woman is such that when another woman is being accosted, violated by a stupid man, when a violent man is all up in another woman's grill, there is this thing that rises up inside us as women called sympathy and empathy, able to essentially walk a mile in those shoes, recognizing that this is another woman, it's a fellow woman, so rape, I'm sorry, if at all I can have anything to do with it, me, I'm going to block it. Me, I'm going to prevent it. Me, I'm going to ascertain ukuthi enye medi aizo katwa aizo hlwengulwa la emgaqweni mina ngikhona. Yeah. You can't tell me that le loyegile abotlhoko hakana le tsaegile lona le tsaegile nje fela like a freaking tsunami, like le tsaegile fela ke ditlhare. Men sowing discord insisting ukuthi mina ngiyamfuna ukarabo so ngizom separate nomngani wakhe. I'm sorry. There is nothing in a woman that can ever look onto rape and be like, this here is what is absolutely necessary unless you are freaking diabolical. There is nothing inside umfazi that can ever gaze upon indoda itlapa, icherry, and her sit back and do nothing unless the cherry le evil, unless she is freaking satanic, unless she is the stuff of hell, unless she is made up of all things wicked. And that's what you are, women. You are evil. Kupalwe elizwini, sorry, ligasomandla. That anger is overwhelming and fury is a flood, but who can stand before jealousy? Mona ophala ukwata udlwame. Mona ophala the fury of anger ekabulayang muntu. The way uling so sabotagey, it's so full of sabotage, it's so full of manipulation, it's so full of abandonment, it is so full of ill intent, it causes diabolical plots and schemes, it invents machinations, entire strategies in order to bring low to absolute hollow note and ash the subject of your envy. Anger is overwhelming and fury is a flood, but who can stand before jealousy? Basadi doe. Le ka se ntwetse hore le loyegile ha botlhoko hakana ke banna ba tshereaneng ba twele, to a point of completely neglecting to recognize the bone in you that would experience any kind of empathy in the climate of a fellow woman being raped, fellow woman being sex trafficked, fellow woman being accosted, fellow woman athatwa ngenkani in a country that has got liberties and freedoms to block that from being a thing against women. This is not the Middle East. Abafazi abathathwa njengalula bankiwa kankani bagogwa ka dijeresi di washing ke banna ba reng o tlo dula ko ntlong ya ka ke tlo go nka kankana ke re la tse bore banna bana taba ha if you don't love them back. Lezi nje lezi azinandaba abasibhayisikele sokuthi uyanyanya grandshap, you vomit in your mouth when he's out here akufufulelo. That's what's good. Y'all know that men don't care if you don't love them back. For them, it's about ownership. And I did a video of that nature the other day. It's just about ownership. It's about she's mine. That's it. Abenandaba if we are shanza when he tries to kiss you. Abenandaba if you scream in the morning when you wake up next to him. Abenandaba if you think ukuthi uyakunyanyisa lenjale. Akenandaba to him. It's about indaba ukuthi uye that put the ring on it. He won against 10 other men. He's the one okutholile. So amadoda engenandaba ukuthi awunandaba naye. Awumthandi. When they say ngizokuthatha ngenkani ngizokutshata ngoba uyabona ukuthi akekho umunye umuntu that's coming for your rescue. Hayo omunye umuntu otlotla ngora atlo go ntsha out of this ugly bunch. Ha bona hore ha o ratwe ko yeno mara lwena wa nyonya akere you've got your own preferences. Una le halitosis enjoy ena grandshap is like eating dijo tsa di maggots how much wa go nyonza. But to him usitshela ukuthi what else do you have? Abasakunqaphela on top of that qabang. Indoda ayifika kuwe ifuna ukujuluka. He's standing in front of you, Yambona, right there in the middle of his legs. Uguti, he's freaking erect. And he's like, what else do you have? Uyakfuna. A man out here literally masturbating pamguako. akutshela ukuthi unaling hap. What else do you have? Uyahlanza. You are on your way to hospital from malnutrition because no food sits. That's how much you make it clear that that you are poor. You don't care that abantu bagina bakuthandi. You don't care that awunabangani. You don't care that awunamsebenzi. You don't care that you are a 40-year-old woman with nowhere to go, nothing to do. You don't care about what it is that is apparently the life situation that you are in that would make you so desperate as to take in daughter that's standing in front of you masturbating, saying to you, what else do you have? Ithi ngikuthathe ngikunikeze yakho indlu ngikuthengele imoto ngikuchade amadoda awena ndaba if uyahlanza in your mouth just at the sight of him. For him it's just about indaba yokuthi uyakuona. It's about putting a tattoo on your stomach and saying you're the one that gave him children. Ayena ndaba that uhanza go bizanga a go fufulelwa udutsi danga go Nando's chicken that you are vomiting anataba. Men don't care that you don't love them back. It is their curse. They just want to lord it over women with an iron fist, while our curse is to basically desire our husbands to a point of ignoring all the rubbish that men can walk in. So if a woman rejects a man, and Lendota Lena is like, what else do you have? You can't tell me that Hakuna Musari Gerloti on the left and on the right of me as Karabo Sizagele Hlongwane that would similarly just vomit in their mouth on some lamantota lana yas like it by a stelel. Barutwailampe. Bakasina no batlo re nkanje fela just like that. Batlo re beya mantlo nga bona ntse ba le busy ba go fufulelwa mo every night re sa ba batle. Ba re khoza hore re ska khona go rata bana ba rona because re re tenegile ke taba re nyetse rubbish over our dead bodies. You can't tell me ukuthi abafazi are not boiling with indignation about this epidemic of amadoda atwele that use witchcraft, saying to abafazi ukuthi ngizobhihlisa yonke into la emgaqweni, everything around you, until you come in my house. Whether or not uyahlanza when you look at him is irrelevant, because for him it's about ownership. You've endured me through 10 years of that rubbish. Ngibatshela la madoda on the left and on the right la nkutlwa ke ba jwetsa hore a ke na tšhelete mara ke na taba ko batle, a ke na mosebetsi mara ke na taba ko batle, a ke na batho ba ko heso ba leng normale mara ke na taba ko batle, a ke na ntlo ya ka mara a ke na taba ko batle, ha ke na bokamoso mara ke na taba ko batle, ke sotlegile mara a ke na freaking taba ntša ko batle. And they're like, it's only a matter of time. And I have spent almost a decade and counting, basically lamenting against amatota njena. And it took 10 years for abafazi to pretend that this here, enough is enough, travesty. Yini ngala madoda bazogcina basibulele sonke re tlo gcina re le ko legasing kaofela. Because of how much nje fela bafuna ukufoster abo taking ngakhona to take whatever it is that they don't want. You are rocking up after 10 years and acting like canons obona ke khona le bonang. And you are trying to rock up after 10 years because indeed vele ntho nna enkhoza ngore ke batla o hlatsa le lona e letsa hore le batla o hlatsa ke le khatetse le lona ke rubbish ena. But the sad thing is it had to rear its ugly head until it came to your backyard, until the stench, until munko of the putrid thing that they are was now out just staining your garments, making you smell like trash. It had to be like you live in Gomorahua waste dump site for you to finally decide that you're gonna move house. It took 10 years. All along you appeared to be okay, Angisho. All along you appeared to be normal until when you woke up in a marriage and realized I wanted to get out. Bring back lost love. Now that you are realizing with a clean slate, also be next, you're gonna go and find love the way that you need to be found. Next thing you're out, you're married to Jabunyana was Satan. And now you're mad. You are angry because, like I said, the stench of your rubbish site is in your backyard. And so because now you are literally coming to the party too little too late to empathize with me. Nifuna ukungigaslighter. Yo, girls, yazini, I told you I've got pet peeves in these streets, men. This thing, it's a pet peeve. But you must also understand, Uguti, it's not the only one I got. It's like a person having multiple allergies, eh? Yeah. Or if not allergies, like fears, phobias. Like a person that's just always walking in all different kinds of phobias. Like they've got a fear of heights, they've got a fear of stairs, they've got a fear of spiders, a fear of snakes, like everything about Tosa in society because they've been endured through so much freaking trauma. Well, allow me to communicate to you what other phobia I got going in my life. What is coursing through my skin, ladies? Okay, over and above the phobia of the psychopathic Cinderella creating men that out here in a Hegelian dialectic set you up for failure, crash and burn your life so they can rock up and rescue the freaking day. Yeah, over and above that being a phobia, I also have a phobia of sitting opposite at some kind of a restaurant during a luncheon of sorts, opposite some filthy, freaky female ongloiling that insisted on wreaking havoc in my life until I grovel at her feet because she's the only way out, because apparently, allegedly, my phobia of disgusting men is trumped. Is basically trumps the phobia of sitting next to her. Like you've literally put yourself in a rang, a barometer, the barometer of which is each other instead of God. Look at you, making yourselves yardsticks, eh? Yeah, the barometer of fear here on the scale of 1 to 10, you recognize that you are 8, 8.5, while these guys are chilling slap bang post 10, they're on 11. Kebatlele at 10, whereas you women are at 8.5, so you call yourselves rightly so what you call the lesser evil. You rightly are the lesser evil. I'm not going to take that away from you, but you see, that's just the thing about settling and compromise. It's a thing that belongs to people who don't know God truly, who don't trust him. When you are just taking the lesser of two evils, it is what we in the kingdom of heaven call settling. In the kingdom of God, we call a lesser evil settling. We don't call it at least. We call it settling. So I will give you that much. You are right. You're sitting somewhere on 7, 7.5 to 8 in the scale of how wicked you are and how much I can't stand you and what a phobia you are to me. What it is that is the goosebump creating random rubbish that I can't sit in the presence of. You are on 7.5 to 8 out of 10, while men are out here tipping the scale at 11.5. So you are the lesser evil, but you're still an evil. And you see, evil is unaccommodatable in the kingdom of heaven. We don't take it literally at all. We don't accommodate it. Like if you trust God, lean not on your own understanding, in all of your ways acknowledge him and he will make your paths straight. You recognize that you don't take whatever it is that is better than the next thing. You wait for that which neither eye has seen, nor ear heard, no mind conceived, the things which God prepares for those who wait on him. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not faint, and they will walk and not grow weary. So God is going to give me strength, renew me day by day. The Lord makes it evident in Psalm 1 that you should not hang out with anything evil. Don't stain your garments. It's not worth it, because you're only blessed and are prosperous when you avoid evil. It's written in the first Psalm that those that blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is on the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither, and in all that he does, he prospers. But the wicked are not so. They're like the chaff driven away by the wind. Therefore the wicked will not be able to stand in the congregation of the righteous, nor sinners be able to... The wicked will not be able to stand in the judgment, nor sinners stand in the congregation of the righteous. The way of the wicked will perish, but the way of the righteous endures forever. That whole first psalm basically makes it clear as day, crystal as crystal can get, with no room for error, no caution to the wind at all need be thrown. Do you understand? According to the first psalm, you are only blessed if you avoid all and any evil, all and any company with worthless men, all and any company with worthless women, all and any company with essentially what would be the tantamount of Jezebel and her deadbeat husband Ahab. You avoid them altogether, and that's how you get blessed. You don't say that because Jezebel is a woman, she's a lesser evil. You don't say that because Delilah is a woman, she's a lesser evil. You don't say that because Penina is a woman, she's a lesser evil. You don't say that because, you get my point. You don't utilize you as human beings as a barometer for what under heaven it is that makes sense to continue to fellowship with. You use the standard that God gives you. And so if it means spending your life in sheer and absolute devastating loneliness because you are avoiding the counsel of the wicked, or standing in the way of sinners, or sitting in the seat of scoffers, then that is what you take in your stride, because God is the one that made it clear that if you wait on him, what it is that you will ultimately acquire, no eye will have seen it, no ear will have heard it, no mind will have conceived it, because you waited. So basadi, for you to fathom ukuthi ilanga lizofika when I am going to go mina nyobloma nani emagen bean out, you're picking away at the little seeds inside a poppy seed muffin. Nibble away at a smile like it had get a luna got twang. Because you made sure that I can't work after 10 years of unemployment, because you're the only ones in a position to be restored to a job in corporate South Africa. To think that mina I'm going to take you in my stride when, listen to this, you put me in a position to suffer so violently at the hand of merciless men. You put me in a position to suffer at the hand of men in my mouth, of which I keep on puking. You sat back and did absolutely nothing, and then rightly calculated in your filthy minds that keep on innovating brand spanking new ways to sin, that I will far more better sit in your presence without taking out all of my stomach contents, only 3/4 of them, than I would in the presence of amadoda la abolile, because bona would not only make me vomit all my stomach contents, but I might even lose all of my stomach. You are not wrong. You are the lesser evil. But according to the scriptures, I don't gotta take even that in my stride. According to the scriptures, I am compromising and I am settling when I take even that in my stride. I'm your bloma, mina, not Jezebel, just because Ahab we are Kenya. Jezebel na we are Kenya. Nonke ni are Kenya. But like you are, you're literally using each other as a barometer for what makes sense and what does not make sense. I will never. Kelo dula na le cherry. Eng singediza bokamoso essence career yaka. Onketseng monna. O entseng sure hore la ntse ke batla go tswa out of metsi a ke totang go ona. O ntse le busy. I best on top of my head to drown me further, making sure I'm pull me. Making sure I'm pull. That's what you've done, women. Over the past couple of years, you've literally been casting just in case spells on me, just in case spells, essentially witchcraft to ascertain ukuthi angiphumi me from this, even though you already cast a spell to wreak havoc in my career. So you are casting spells to make sure that whatever new job interview I go for, or whatever job I apply for, I'm totally interview. Link blocker, making sure I go nowhere. But guess what? You don't have manhood ebatang kong foster penetration gangan. And so therefore, you rightly are placed in a position to call yourselves the lesser evil, rightly. And in that position of being a lesser evil, 7.5 to 8 on a scale of from 1 to 10 of how much I despise you, you are chilling on 7.5 to 8. And so because you're not quite hitting 10 and 10.5, 10 to 11, 10 to 12, because you're not tipping the scales, you imagine that you can gaslight the living daylights out of me to accommodate you, because Karabo, it's either us or them. What? It's either you. It's either I take you and your rubbish, or men and their rubbish. Yes, like it, Joe. Yeah, but it's like being given an option between a painless death, like being suffocated with carbon monoxide, versus somebody torturing you, cutting you up, one body part at a time. Severing limbs, first cutting your toes, and then cutting your foot, and then cutting your leg, your lower leg, and then going for your arm, and then basically just killing you so slowly that it would be horrifically excruciating. For you to finally enter into eternity, before you get there, you will have gone through hell on earth. People telling you that you only have 2 options in these streets: die by carbon monoxide, quick and silent, or die by torture, where they will just keep on disembodying you. Okay, I'm waiting for option 3, where it gives me life at all. Like, do any of these options give me life? Do any of these options give me an opportunity to continue to be a going concern? No. Oh, so in both instances I die. Yeah, but women think that because they're carbon monoxide, that I will take what death they are to the thing that I am in my stride, because it's quick and easy and painless. You might as well be like Sweden with a suicide pod out here telling people you can take yourself out quickly, get nitrogen poisoning or whatever, instead of having yourself get mowed to the ground by some truck and moving very slowly as it is backing up. Crushing you bone by bone. You think that I gotta take you women and the rubbish you are because you're a lesser evil, when it's written in God's word that Satan has come here to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus Christ has come to give us life. Yeah, there it goes, life. And life abundantly. The Lord has come to give us life and life abundantly. In Luke 21, I believe, it is written that after we get thrown into synagogues, cast out of the synagogues and afflicted by a world of people, placed before governors and kings, not a single hair on our head will perish, and by our endurance we will save our lives. So here it is that God is offering me life abundantly, and not a single hair in my head perishing. And you want me to take carbon monoxide because it's a quick and silent death, versus having my toes chopped first, and then my foot, and then my lower leg, and then my arm, and then you get my point, until I bleed out, having died over 48 hours of excruciating agony. According to God, I don't have to take any death at all, be it carbon monoxide or torture. You think you're in a position to offer me a lighter sentence in jail versus life imprisonment, when God is offering me vindication, when God is offering me acquittal, seeing as I'm innocent. The Lord is offering me no prison time, no criminal record, no anything that is a blight to my name, no stain on my garments, just a pure end result and a comprehensive victory, more than conquering. And you want me to take time served, but hey, with a criminal record. You want me to take 5 years instead of life. You want me to take parole after 10 years instead of spend my life there. You want me to take a life term instead of a death sentence. Some kind of lighter version of what would be the maintained incarcerated state of my person, instead of the final be all and end all of what witchcraft can apparently do to comprehensively punish me. You take it in your stride, you take it upon yourselves to punish people for things they haven't done. You punish people because you envy them. You punish women because they're prettier than you. You punish women because they studied. You punish women because they're smarter than you. You punish people because they do better than you in the office at their jobs. You punish people that have not had punishment coming. It's written in God's word that the Lord will not leave any sin unpunished. In other words, punishment only ought to be awarded to those that are guilty of some kind of crime. And yet witchcraft is this thing that punishes people that are completely freaking innocent. You punish a person because they were born with their mother's dimples, so you can't stand the fact that they are so well spoken. You covet the car they drive, the man they marry, the children they have that are doing well in school, and so you go and you ransack a woman's entire marriage because you feel as if though all of her glory that she's busy flailing in your grill is punish worthy. That's witchcraft for you. But somewhere along the way you feel guilty for punishing people for crimes they did not commit, right? Yeah. And so you tell them that I'll give you a lesser punishment, I'll lighten your term, I'll advocate for you as a lawyer in a court of law, so that you will basically get time served with a criminal record and a little bit of community service. When people are innocent, comprehensively freaking innocent, like spotless, they've done nothing wrong, and yet they've got time served. I'm sorry, time served is a criminal record. Yes, the person might not have spent time in jail, but why do I have a freaking criminal record when I've done nothing wrong? You punish people for your envy over their lives, and then you expect them to take rubbish in their stride. I'm sorry, I'm a protagonist for a movement against witches and witchcraft, to help people find acquittal instead of time served. I am trying to amass vindication for victims of witches to help people see ukuthi you don't have to take rubbish in your stride. You don't have to eat lunch with a woman but that gas lit you into oblivion, into extinction, and into obscurity. Umuntu ote, it was not me. So many times until you finally accommodated whatever rubbish bagnikeza yona in your stride. You are out there picking away as some kind of a fruit salad. Come mag and beam. No, my friend, I'm so sorry for what you went through. Anyway, I pushed your CV. Next week, you should expect an interview coming through. Umuntu that's going to connect you with a job after Atata out of corporate South Africa for 10 years. Kabanga, guys, that's income lost. That's experience lost. That is a freaking lawsuit running into the millions because of what these witches have done. Mara, you out here taking whatever it is that you can take because wena go sotleng. Wena go palama di-taxi ntse o na le koloi. Mara because a kgone o e service battery e shwele, o palame taxi wena wa khomba via o go pre again after having a car. You've got a driver's license mara since no khomba. You are tired of that. So uzothatha le rubbish lomngane that's going to offer you a job. After I feel like guilty, a jewa. Ke taba hore o go loila o keta mo bolatlhegelwa ke bophelo ba gago 7 years later ba tlo kena mo traipsing in. I can say sweet konyan. That's what's good. And say mngani yo, you've suffered long enough. There's an opening emsebenzini. You can thoroughly successfully apply for a job as a project manager. Kabang. 10 years ago, the last job I had was a project/program manager. Bafuna ukungibuyisela back to project management. Where would I be 10 years after that? Today, where would I be? Would I not be out here running an entire department as its executive? Now that I am 40 years old. Yeah, I would. But I'm out here still pushing freaking project management. You need to get perspective. It's a good job for some, but it's not for somebody that ought to be a lot farther in life. By now, I should be running my own consulting firm. By now, I should be a freaking millionaire. By now, I should be living in a mansion and out here raising 7 freaking children. Do you understand? By now! But you want to offer me scraps and fella so that I'm not in harm's way. To be taken by men that tell themselves, Uguti, what else do you have? Next again, 5 rand. And I'm offering you le 5 rand yakhona azokubeka endlini, next thing azokudelela, azokujwayela, azokhuluma nawe kabi, azohlala kuthuka, azohlala kuklapa. Mara, at least you've got your own house. Karabo, it's better than being married to Ike Turner, girl. Really. Kiloba project manager at the age of freaking 40 when I'm supposed to be an executive. Kiloba PM. That's what's good. Because that's better than being married to Ike Turner. I don't deny it is better than being married to Ike Turner. But what I will absolutely put out there is that it's a freaking lesser evil. It is not the eradication of evil altogether. It's a lesser evil, and I won't take it. I am not going to settle compromise. Ngiyothatha ama-scripts in. Who, after 10 years of enduring umfazi through hell on earth, then make a determination ukumsiza because ninani niyanyanya la madoda. Shem! Kwaze wathatha yonke i-decade yonke iphelele for you to finally see ukuthi amadoda enu, men in this South Africa, black men, ngokuthwala kwabo, ngokuthwasa kwabo, ngokuthathisa abafazi ngenkani ngamakorobela wabo, ngokudlisa abafazi nkareke bana banze baja nesta muli purity. Libone hore le ntwe it's unsustainable. I ban lona basadi, you don't stop it. I ban lona halere ho. If you don't say mina ngispaiskela makidi again, if you don't basically start standing up for that which I said in year 1, year 2, year 3 of all of my suffering, ke hareka ema bana ba busy karon. Ra loywa, ra nyadiswa kankana, ra jeswa, re etsa this that wara, ra rapewa. Qeta mo after 10 years of marriage, ba re foster isitembu. Ba batla ulonka basadi ba di second, ba di 3, ba di 4. Ba tlo rabaza umfazi that's been raro died to this dude, osana 45, and so she does not have ubutlotlebo youth ba yakhe yonke. Ebese azonyatsiswa i-27-year-old ezongena la izoba i-second wife that does not know what you went through nendoda yakhona. Le ndoda yakhona is then telling you can indeed embrace divorce in your stride if you want divorce sisters, but I'm offering you isintembu. I'm offering you second wife, third wife, fourth. You don't have to divorce me. I'm not leaving you. I still appreciate in that you were there for me raro die when I was high and dry. Kisna litenda kiri A1. You were there for me, helping me, being the wind beneath my wings. So for those reasons, I will always appreciate you. Kodwa lo nyamfuna ulerato, nyamfuna nyamthanda, and I'm gonna take her whether or not you like it. Ngoba yena ucontent nge polygamy. So she's going to be okay even if mina ngathatha a 3rd or a 4th or a 5th wife. Yeah, men that enjoy to that rubbish now say le papa malina le 45, say le papa malina le 50, say le papa malina le 40, na le 35 for ke nyoko ena tshwantse re emeng, tshwantse re rapeleng, tshwantse re stand in the gap for ourselves as women, tshwantse mara without repenting. Hey, wait again. There's nothing wrong with metanoia. There's nothing wrong with changing your mind. There's nothing wrong, basadi, ne? Let me just put that out there, with finally realizing, Uti, I can't just keep on taking rubbish in my stride, but there's something absolutely comprehensively wrong with ukdinaya inyongo eniqalile in the first place. Nobody's gonna heal here when you keep on denying when you keep on saying I didn't do it. When you keep on claiming when your hands are clean. That's going to get hospitalized and indeed given the right medical attention while you are still making like Shaggy saying it wasn't freaking me. Because all you're doing is causing sand to basically cover madi at solotsweng mofati, hoping hore ga go tholwa smoking gun ga go thola hape le setopo se patilweng, because lona you covered it with sand. You are just burying an issue and so therefore traumatizing abafazi and bazisubhlungu nge post traumatic stress. Amaka gago